What steps should physicians, med students, residents, and fellows take early in a career for good financial management later in a career? Hey everybody, it's John with Contract Diagnostics. And of course, we work with contracts every day. So financial management is not something that we specialize in. I've studied personal financial management for many years. I practiced on my family's finances, of course, but we don't give formal advice as far as how physicians could manage. But we had a question that came in, and so we thought that we would do our best to provide some kind of value, because that's what we love doing here, providing value and education to physicians, regardless of their stage of career. So the things that I would recommend, one, the most important thing that any physician or nurse practitioner, PA, CRNA, or even RN is going to do, the most important thing that they have from a financial perspective is their ability to earn a good living. Regardless of what type of physician you are, you will earn a good living. Now that good living could be defined as 7 figures, or that good living could be defined as 6 figures, $150, $180, $200, $250,000 on the lower end for physicians. And that's a lot of money compared to the average person working in America. So your biggest financial asset, if you will, is your ability to earn. I say that because I want to make sure that everyone's focused on how they're earning and what they're earning and if it's fair at all times. So because you're paid a lot of money doesn't necessarily mean that it's fair. So the first step to financial acuity, or to managing things and taking all of those things into account early in your career, the first step is making sure you're paid well. Have your pay analyzed every second or third year. Get data, look at it, look at job postings. Give us a call. Compensation RX is not even $300, and we give you great data and provide 30 minutes of our dedicated time to you to come up with ideas, solutions, and ways for discussing your compensation with your employer. Other things, of course, the biggest expense that most people have are taxes. Some people say, well, my biggest expense is travel, or my biggest expense is my mortgage. It's likely taxes. As a high earner, especially if you're a W-2 and a non-owner of a practice, you likely don't have many tax deductions you can take, especially with the itemized deduction changing a few years ago. So make sure that you focus on your taxes. Make sure you understand what you can do at all stages of your career to minimize taxes. As an employee, it might be limited, or there might be very, very creative solutions that you could come up with by finding the right professional and the right CPA. This is one of those areas that I don't cheapen up. I don't outsource it to the cheapest person I can find. I outsource it to the best person I can find. And often that means it's quite expensive, which pains me once a year when I write that check. But at the end of the day, I think I'm getting better advice for a premium provider for my tax services versus a cheaper, bottom of the rung individual looking for work. Other areas, of course, saving money. It's important to have an emergency fund. It's important to save money, but I also believe it's important to spend money on experiences and to live in the moment. So it's that healthy balance of back and forth, and what do you spend now versus what do you save for the future, knowing that that future may or may not come, or you may or may not be in good health when you plan on taking all of those trips. So I read the book Die with Zero. I'd recommend it to everybody. I think it's a fantastic book, and no, the idea is not to die with $0 in the bank. It's just a much different way to live. And there's a lot of other ways that people could be financially astute, young in their careers. I am not that financial professional, nor the tax professional, so I would encourage you to connect with great resources to help you in those areas. We don't provide those at Contract Diagnostics, but we do talk to a lot of professionals in the area, and if you need a good recommendation for where to go for tax advice or where to go for financial advice, we've talked to hundreds of people in both categories, and we can connect you with some of the good folks here by giving us a call at Contract Diagnostics. So what are the stages that you can take earlier in your career? I think the thing that we could help with is making sure you're maximizing compensation, you're mitigating risk on your contract and your future career. At the same time, you're doing everything you can to balance your taxes, your savings, and of course, living for today. I'm John at Contract Diagnostics. A little different content today, But we look forward to helping you with whatever you need. And if you have a question, no matter if it's contract or compensation related, send it in and we'll give you our take on what we think. Talk to you all soon.